Looking for the 8 best motorcycle jackets in 2025, specifically ranked by protection that could mean the difference between walking away or being carried away? Here's what'll shock you. Most riders are wearing jackets with armor that's been sitting in the wrong position since mile 1, making their protection about as useful as a chocolate teapot. But here's where it gets interesting. The motorcycle jacket industry just underwent its biggest shakeup in decades with new protection standards that actually mean something. The twist? Those fancy European protection ratings everyone's obsessing over might actually be leading American riders astray. Because a jacket that's too uncomfortable for your Texas summer or Montana winter is a jacket that stays home. And the best protection rating in the world means nothing hanging in your closet. The protection revolution you haven't heard about. Look, the days of trusting any thick leather to save your skin are over. The EN 17092 standard, established by the European Committee for Standardization, has fundamentally changed how we measure motorcycle protection. And if you're not up to speed yet, you're shopping blind. This European testing standard categorizes jackets into classes. AAA represents the highest protection level designed for track and high-speed riding. AA covers serious touring and sport touring needs, while A handles urban and shorter distance riding. What most riders don't realize is that EN 17092 testing, as documented in the official testing protocols, uses the Darmstadt method, dragging fabric samples across a standardized abrasive belt until they wear through. According to the certification requirements, AAA-rated materials must withstand this punishment at higher speeds and for longer durations than ever before. Your typical fashion leather, independent testing shows it fails in seconds. Meanwhile, modern motorcycle-specific materials can endure this torture for minutes, which translates to the difference between road rash and walking away. The controversial reality nobody discusses at bike nights? Industry insiders have noted that some manufacturers focus obsessively on passing certification tests while ignoring real-world crash dynamics. This is why we're examining construction quality, armor coverage, and practical wearability alongside certifications. Because your body doesn't care about marketing buzzwords when asphalt comes calling. Coming up, we'll expose which premium brand's $1,000 plus jacket uses the exact same armor as their $400 model, and reveal the touring jacket with a hidden safety feature that has nothing to do with crash protection but could still save your life. Before we reveal which jackets made our cut, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. We're the channel that actually crash tests gear instead of just reading press releases. And yes, our insurance company hates us for it. Cruiser and Heritage, where classic meets contemporary. Starting with cruiser riders, because you've been forced to choose between style and safety for far too long. The eternal battle between channeling your inner rebel and protecting your outer skin has finally found some middle ground in 2025. The Merlin Hamlin dominates our cruiser category. And here's what makes it special. According to Merlin's published specifications, it utilizes premium buffalo leather, which naturally offers different abrasion resistance properties than standard cowhide. The longer fiber structure provides durability while maintaining flexibility. The jacket incorporates strategically placed aramid fiber reinforcements in high-impact zones, achieving EN 17092 Class AA certification without the Power Ranger aesthetic. At $549, you're getting serious protection that still looks at home at the local bike night. What sets the Hamlin apart is its approach to armor placement. Instead of generic pockets, Merlin's design team developed adjustment systems that accommodate different body types and riding positions. The D30 armor, according to the manufacturer's impact testing data, stays where it should during impact, a seemingly obvious feature that countless jackets somehow miss. The shoulder armor in particular uses their Ghost system, which remains virtually invisible under the leather while providing Level 2 impact protection as certified by EN 16211 standards. Here's something the Harley crowd will appreciate. Leather experts note that buffalo leather actually gets better with age, developing a unique patina that tells your riding story. Unlike cowhide that can stiffen and crack after repeated wet-dry cycles, buffalo's leather structure maintains its protective properties while becoming more supple. According to Merlin specifications, the jacket weighs in at 4.2 pounds. Heavy enough to feel substantial, but not so heavy that you'll leave it behind on hot days. The internal pocket system includes a concealed carry pocket that's actually accessible while riding. Check your local laws, obviously. And the main zipper uses YKK's Vision series with 30% larger teeth that won't jam with road grime or corrode from salt exposure, as per YKK's durability testing. What really impressed us during testing was the Hamlin's thermal regulation. The perforated leather panels, as Merlin's development team explained, aren't just random holes. They're positioned based on thermal imaging studies of riders in various conditions. Air enters through the chest panels and exits through the back vents, creating actual airflow rather than just letting heat in. Based on our field testing and rider feedback, the jacket maintains comfort from about 55 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, though you'll want to layer underneath for anything colder. One quirk noted by multiple owners, the buffalo leather does have a distinct smell when new. Earthier than cowhide, but it fades after a few weeks of riding. The Revit Gibson earns our second cruiser spot at $479, featuring what Revit describes as hydrophobic treated cowhide that repels water while maintaining breathability. The Gibson achieves Class A certification according to EN 17092 testing, with upgradable armor pockets compatible with Level 2 protectors. More importantly, it includes connection zippers for Revit's SealFlex electronic airbag vest system, future-proofing your investment as airbag technology becomes more accessible. Sport and track. Engineering meets adrenaline. Sport riders, your category showcases what happens when motorcycle protection technology goes full Formula One. These jackets protect at velocities where reaction time is measured in milliseconds, not seconds. The Alpinestar's GP Force at $899 takes our sport crown, incorporating multi-material construction that seems lifted from aerospace design. The jacket uses strategically placed stretch panels and accordion leather zones that work together during movement and crashes. It achieves AAA certification while remaining significantly lighter than traditional sports leathers through intelligent material selection rather than compromising protection. Here's what's genuinely innovative. According to Alpinestar's development team, the GP Force uses data from professional racing to inform its design. Those angular shoulder panels aren't just styling, they're shaped to promote controlled sliding and reduces the chances of tumbling during a high-speed off. The aerodynamic profile actually serves a protective function beyond just reducing drag. Technical specifications published by Alpinestars reads like a materials science textbook. The main chassis uses 1.3 millimeter premium bovine leather with localized reinforcement zones reaching 1.5 millimeter thickness. The ride kit panels, according to textile testing data, contain aramid fibers with a tensile strength exceeding 3,600 MPa. That's stronger than steel wire of the same diameter. During standardized EN 17092 abrasion testing, the GP Force survived 7.2 seconds at Zone 1 impact areas and 4.8 seconds at Zone 2, exceeding AAA requirements by roughly 20% based on the published standards. The entire jacket weighs just 3.1 pounds in size medium according to Alpinestar specification, achieved through selective material placement rather than overall thinning. What Alpinestars doesn't advertise widely is the jacket's fascinating approach to impact energy management. The BioArmor Air shoulders and elbows, as described in D3O's technical documentation, uses a dual-density foam structure. Soft initially for comfort, but the material's molecular structure stiffens proportionally to impact force. At low speeds, under 15 miles per hour, it feels like wearing clouds. At impact speeds above 30 miles per hour, laboratory testing shows it becomes rigid enough to distribute force across a wider area. The chest and back pad pockets accommodate the optional Tech Air 5 airbag system, which, according to Alpinestar's crash data, deploys in 25 milliseconds. Faster than you can blink. The GP Force's internal construction specifically accounts for airbag deployment with tearaway comfort panels that won't restrict inflation. The Dainese Super Speed 4 claims second at $799, featuring aluminum plates that serve dual purposes. They provide additional impact dispersion while managing heat buildup during intense riding. According to Dainese's research into rider physiology, heat discomfort leads to distraction and fatigue, both significant safety risks. The jacket's ventilation system, developed through wind tunnel testing, works with your body's natural cooling zones, pulling air through channels that follow your circulatory system's heat mapping. Still with us? Subscribe now because we're about to reveal which touring jacket includes an emergency feature that paramedics specifically look for. Plus, our ADV pick that started as military equipment before crossing into civilian use. ADV and adventure, built for everything. Adventure riders, you beautiful chaos seekers who treat GPS suggestions as mere starting points, your jacket requirements read like a NASA specification sheet: protection from impacts, weather, wilderness, and occasionally your own ambition. The Klim Badlands Pro at $1,499, deep breath, we know, earns our ADV top spot through sheer over-engineering. This jacket uses genuine Gore-Tex Pro, not the lesser variants many brands sneak in, providing waterproofing that maintains effectiveness under pressure and abrasion, according to Gore's testing standards. The guaranteed to keep you dry promise isn't marketing fluff. It's backed by actual warranty coverage as stated in Klim's warranty documentation. Beyond weatherproofing, the Badlands Pro incorporates thoughtful details for serious adventure riding. The armor system uses D3O's XT variant, specifically developed for repeated impacts common in off-road riding, according to D3O's product literature. The jacket includes a document pocket designed for border crossings, a tool pocket that won't dump its contents when you crash, and ventilation that actually works with armor in place. Revolutionary concepts, apparently. Let's talk about numbers that matter for adventure riding, based on Klim's published testing data. The Badlands Pro maintains its waterproof rating at 28,000 millimeter H2O. For context, industry standards show that typical rain gear sits at around 5,000 millimeter, and you need about 20,000 millimeter to stay dry while kneeling in a puddle fixing a flat tire. The breathability rating hits 25,000 G/M²/24 hour, according to Gore-Tex specifications, which means you can actually exert yourself without becoming a mobile sauna. Klim states the jacket functions from -10 degrees Fahrenheit to 95 degrees Fahrenheit with appropriate layering. Tested in actual conditions from Alaska's Dalton Highway to Arizona's summer desert. The 840D Cordura main chassis, according to Cordura's abrasion resistance data, resists anything nature throws at you. Thorns, branches, and the occasional slide across granite. During our testing, we deliberately crashed through manzanita bushes that would shred regular textile jackets, and the Badlands Pro showed zero penetration. Based on off-road crash studies published in Motorcycle Safety Research, the armor coverage extends to 95% of commonly impacted zones, including the often ignored lower back and chest areas. The Level 2 D3O XT armor, per D3O's impact testing, disperses impact energy 35% more effectively than standard D3O, crucial for the multiple small impacts common in technical riding. Here's a feature mentioned in Klim's user manual that nobody talks about. The Badlands Pro includes an integrated whistle in the chest buckle, a legitimate survival tool if you're injured and need to signal for help. The jacket also features 3M Scotch-Lite reflective panels that appear black in daylight but light up like a Christmas tree under headlights, positioned based on driver sightline studies conducted by traffic safety researchers. The 13 pockets aren't random either. Each has a specific purpose according to Klim's design philosophy. From the fleece-lined electronics pocket that won't scratch your phone screen to the rear cargo pocket that's accessible while wearing a backpack. Our value ADV pick, the Revit Defender 3 at $699, takes modularity seriously. Rather than being a jack of all trades that masters none, it's essentially multiple specialized jackets sharing one chassis. The thermal liner, waterproof membrane, and ventilation panels combine in various configurations for different conditions. It's complex initially, but brilliant once you understand the system. Like learning to use a Swiss Army knife properly. Touring and commuting. Marathon protection. Touring riders and daily commuters. You're logging more actual miles than weekend warriors accumulate in years. Your gear needs marathon endurance, not sprint performance. The Rucka Navala at $1,199 represents Finnish engineering at its finest, a country where bad weather isn't an excuse and mechanical sympathy is cultural. According to Rucka's technical specifications, the jacket uses laminated Gore-Tex construction where the membrane bonds directly to the outer fabric, eliminating the loose liner that causes most waterproof jackets to fail. The material science here is genuinely impressive. Gore-Tex testing shows it maintains waterproofing even after extended UV exposure and repeated washing. The Navala's ventilation deserves special mention. Rather than simple zippered vents that create buffeting, Rucka's aerodynamic testing revealed shaped channels that create controlled airflow patterns. The system maintains cooling without the violent flapping that exhausts riders on long days. Add magnetic cuff adjustments, operable with winter gloves, and a collar system that actually seals, novel concept, and you understand why long-distance riders swear by Rucka. The durability statistics published by Rucka border on absurd. The Navala carries a 6-year warranty, not the limited warranty with enough asterisks to render it meaningless type, but actual coverage for materials and construction as detailed in their warranty terms. According to Rucka's quality control documentation, the 500D Cordura AFT shell material undergoes 50,000 abrasion cycles during testing, equivalent to sliding for nearly half a mile. The YKK main zipper is rated for 20,000 cycles per manufacturer specifications. That's opening and closing it twice daily for 27 years. Finnish motorcycle forums report riders routinely logging 200,000 plus kilometers in these jackets, with some documented examples still functional after 300,000 kilometers of year-round use. The comfort features for long-distance riding show obsessive attention to detail. The collar, according to Rucka's product development notes, uses memory foam that molds to your neck shape, eliminating the hot spots that develop after hours in the saddle. The kidney belt isn't just a strip of elastic. Finnish occupational health studies referenced by Rucka indicate it's a shaped support system that reduces lower back fatigue by up to 40%. The jacket includes attachment points for heated liner systems, hydration tubes, and communication cables, all routed internally to prevent snagging. Even the pocket placement underwent ergonomic testing according to Rucka's design team. Every pocket is accessible without removing your gloves or contorting your shoulders. What really sets the Navala apart for touring is its visibility strategy. Beyond simple reflective strips, it uses 3M Scotch-Lite material positioned at angles calculated by traffic safety experts for maximum visibility to following traffic. The jacket appears normal gray in daylight but transforms into a beacon at night. The high visibility vest that comes standard can be worn over or under the jacket, depending on weather conditions. According to Northern European Emergency Services training materials, responders specifically look for Rucka's distinctive reflective pattern in accident scenes. The Merlin Expedition at $429 proves budget doesn't mean compromise. Using what Merlin describes as resin-treated Cordura and a specific weave pattern, it achieves Class A certification at a fraction of premium pricing. The included heated liner runs from any USB battery pack. Practical technology that actually improves safety by reducing cold weather fatigue and maintaining reaction times. The unexpected champion. Here's something the marketing departments won't tell you. Heritage sometimes beats innovation. The Belstaff Trailmaster Pro at $695, despite only achieving Class A certification, represents nearly a century of iterative improvement. According to Belstaff's heritage documentation, their waxed cotton treatment has evolved from basic waterproofing into a complex polymer system that provides abrasion resistance approaching leather levels. The Trailmaster Pro accommodates both mechanical, and electronic airbag systems through cleverly designed attachment points that don't compromise the jacket's integrity or appearance. The cotton blend fabric develops a patina unique to your riding style. It's protection that tells your story rather than hiding it. After extensive testing across varied conditions, here are our definitive 2025 rankings. Cruiser riders should grab the Merlin Hamlin for its buffalo leather construction. Sport enthusiasts need the Alpine Star's GP Force for race-derived protection. Adventure riders who can justify the investment won't find better than the Klim Badlands Pro. Touring riders should consider the Rucka Novella's Nordic engineering. The uncomfortable truth about motorcycle protection remains that certification levels become meaningless if the jacket doesn't fit your body and climate well enough to wear consistently. A Class A jacket worn every ride protects better than a Class AAA jacket hanging in your closet. Industry forecasts suggest that by 2026, we'll see integrated crash detection systems that automatically alert emergency systems with GPS coordinates, while smart fabrics that stiffen on impact and biomonitoring for fatigue detection are all in development, according to patent filings. The future isn't just preventing injury, it's creating comprehensive safety ecosystems that protect before, during, and after incidents. Every jacket we've discussed represents thousands of engineering hours focused on keeping you vertical and ventilated. Whether you're carving canyons, crossing continents, or just commuting through chaos, proper protection has never been more accessible or effective. The real question isn't which jacket has the highest protection rating. It's which jacket matches your actual riding so perfectly that wearing it becomes automatic. Protection technology means nothing if it stays home because it's too hot for Arizona, too cold for Minnesota, or too bulky for your daily commute. If this deep dive helped clarify the confusing world of motorcycle protection, smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're the channel that crashes gear so you don't have to, test products the way you actually use them, and occasionally irritates marketing departments by telling the truth.